when I'm doing my weighing in for because I've got a trainer as well for lifting, and I've got a boxing coach. I used to box as a kid, mainly in the gym. But what would happen is with I think they're called impedance, what they're called, impedance weighing machines. So basically they'll tell you about visceral fat and stuff, and they're only guidelines. Yeah. So my visceral fat, I think, was like 22. It's now 9 or 10, my visceral fat. And what I've noticed is as my visceral fat was coming down, the brain fog was starting to clear more and more. And from my understanding, from a doctor level, I've got no letters after my name, just playing Dr. Google. The fact is, when you're dealing with visceral fat, it's highly inflammable in your body. So you get a lot of inflammation from it. So the more visceral fat you have, the more inflammation. So it sets off other issues within the body, talking it in a non-technical terms. But I noticed once that started to come down, it started to clear up until it completely went. So that was one of the things that drove it as well, because I spent years building businesses, not taking care of my health and body or anything else. And then all the other stuff kind of comes into play, So that's it really. But it was one of those things where the switch went off, you'd had enough, and then it was like the last roll of the dice. You're either going to get it sorted or you're not. And then since that was able to clear up, I'm much more productive. I pretty much work 7 days a week, but I taper up and down for weekends. I've got my life set up so I work from home. So it's a lot easy. Gym next door, recording studio, the podcast studio here, office, front room next door. We live in a little village with like quite nice surroundings, which is a lot different from the kid from the council estate.
Not bad for a setup, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I've had to build it. It's taken years. I've done the snakes and ladders of life. It's gone up and gone down, gone up, gone down. And I think what happened is probably I've went through every possible ways to fuck things up and fail. And because my determination, I run out of things to fuck up. So where I am in life is because I probably fucked up just about everything and run out of those things. So it's kind of swung the other way, if that makes sense.
No, I mean, that's where a lot of guys, it's like, show me somebody who hasn't failed and I'll show you somebody who's never tried. I love that quote because I never really understood it. I always played it safe when I was younger. And then all of a sudden I can remember just thinking, no, enough's enough. I was going to a pub, hating it. I was with friends I didn't enjoy spending time with. And I remember just starting the podcast thinking, I need something that shows you how to do things. And this is when I was like 20 odd. And all of a sudden it was just, I can't find it. I'm not going to make one. And this is why I always enjoy finding guys like you who have gone through that journey. I can tell people and show them how they can change, how they can better themselves. But I mean, a lot of guys get to like 40. Like I turned 40 this year, and they sit there and go, because suddenly they see no friends, they see their wives, they're not having sex with their wife, their kids don't really know them, the job they're in, they hate it and stuff like that.